of one of the assistant coaches chasing Caitlin Clark down as she's riling up the crowd. And it seems like she's getting scolded, reprimanded, told, hey, all that hyping up, don't do that. Don't do it. Let's take a look here first. Now here we go. Body language doctor. Body language doctor is out and about. Caitlin Clark's like, what the hell?
Wait a second. Did the Fever coach really just pull a WWE move on Caitlin Clark in the middle of her celebration? Yep, the clip's out, and it's going viral for all the wrong reasons. You can literally see her being stopped mid-moment, and fans everywhere are losing it. Was it a tactic? A power move? Or pure frustration from the sidelines? Whatever it was, the internet's calling foul. The reactions are wild, the footage is undeniable, and what happened right after has people saying, asterisk, no way she actually did that. Asterisk.
It's gotten to the point where she realizes if she gives the ball to Natasha Howard, not only is she not going to get the ball back, but Natasha Howard isn't even going to look in her direction. We have officially reached that.
One moment, Caitlin Clark's doing her thing, lighting up the scoreboard, hyping the fans, owning the spotlight, and the next, her own coach steps in and literally halts her celebration. You can see the confusion hit instantly, that mix of surprise and disbelief like, asterisk, did that really just happen? Asterisk, no anger, no drama, just that stunned pause we've all seen before. It's like even her happiness comes with limits these days, and fans aren't letting it slide.
I don't think it's any secret that I'm not a fan of the Indiana Fever backroom staff. I'm not a fan of what they're trying to do to Caitlin Clark, and I fully believe they're trying to diminish, they're trying to dim the flame of Caitlin, and they're trying to make her fit in to what the WNBA used to be, rather than fit out and be her. I mean that. Like, that is my opinion, and there's no question.
Let's be real, this isn't some isolated incident. It's just the latest chapter in a long, awkward saga that's been brewing since draft night. Caitlin can't even breathe without someone in her own camp trying to control the air around her. You'd think the league's biggest star would get a little freedom to shine, but nope, even her celebrations seem to need a permission slip now.
Everybody online is talking about this play during one of the games where, as you're going to see, one of the coaches for the Indiana Fever just went and pretty much almost tackled Caitlin Clark for getting the crowd riled up, man. Why is she doing it? And I want to say that's this lady right here, Karima Christmas Kelly, one of the assistant coaches. And as you see right there, she just seemed to have went and grabbed Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark was trying to get the team, the crowd, amped up for a big time.
This is the same player who's packing arenas, bringing in record viewership, and turning casual fans into full-blown WNBA followers. Yet the very team that should be honoring her like a franchise savior is treating her like a rookie who got too happy at a team meeting. There's a difference between guidance and control, and right now, it feels like the Fever coaching staff is dancing all over that line with no rhythm whatsoever.
Getting shown again, and it's just, in my opinion, it's completely unacceptable. It is completely unacceptable. Like, if a coach did this to any other player in the league, they'd be fired. Or they'd at least be questioned for being fired. Then goes and hits a step back three on JC Sheldon. And she goes, the whole crowd's going nuts. And she comes, and she's getting subbed off, by the way, at this stage. She's getting subbed off for the game. She doesn't go back in the game at this stage. So it's not like it's a close game. They're up 20. She does not see the floor again. Caitlin Clark is there hyping up the crowd. She's there trying to hype up the crowd. Exactly what you want. Exactly what you want. You want to see this version of Caitlin. You want to see this player. And watch what happens here. So the coach just grabs her. Just grabs her out of nowhere. I'm like, I don't think there's anything too malicious in that. I don't know if there's anything too malicious. We don't know what's said. But, like, you can't just...
The management hasn't been much better. It's like they lucked into a once-in-a-generation talent and immediately handed her a list of rules. Tone it down, share the spotlight with players who can't finish at the rim, and asterisk, don't make us look like we're not in charge. Asterisk Caitlin Clark wasn't drafted just to drain threes, she was brought in to redefine the game. Yet every step she takes seems to hit resistance. One day her minutes vanish mysteriously, the next her teammates act allergic to passing. And now this, a coach physically stopping her mid-celebration like she's a runaway kid at Disneyland. That wasn't just awkward, that was a total vibe killer. Clark has been energizing crowds since college, it's literally her trademark. It fuels momentum, excitement, and wins. But instead of embracing it, the Fever staff look like they'd rather she celebrate quietly in a dark room with golf claps. She's not breaking protocol, she's breaking records. And somehow, that's still not enough for a staff more obsessed with image than impact.
That is transpiring with the Indiana Fever, but I said this yesterday, there is definitely something going on within the locker room, the front office, something is off, man. This is the third situation in one game we have had involving Caitlin Clark and the coaching staff and pretty much another player. We had the Natasha Howard situation where Caitlin Clark bent down to tie her shoe up because she knew Natasha Howard wasn't even going to pass her the damn ball. And I'm telling you right now, that whole situation is crazy in itself. Ever since DeWanna Bonner been gone, they have simply turned this thing into the...
Let's not kid ourselves. This isn't about discipline or team chemistry, no matter what PR spin gets tossed around. This is about control. A staff that seems more threatened by Clark's presence than inspired by it. It's giving insecure. It's giving unprepared. It's giving asterisk, we didn't expect someone this big, so now we'll shrink her to fit our comfort zone. Asterisk it's off, it's tone deaf, and honestly, it's sad. You can see it in her body language, when she's benched too soon, ignored on offense, or sidelined mid-moment. That spark she always had. It's still there, but dimmer now. The joy is flickering under the weight of weird energy and mixed messages. And at some point, you have to wonder, how long before she starts asking herself, asterisk, why stay? Asterisk, why keep calling it development, when what's really happening feels like slow, steady suppression of everything that makes Caitlin Clark, Caitlin Clark?
Season in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark was 26.5% of all economic activity. As a rookie, merchandise in the league went up 234%. But here was the one that struck me. Before she got there, the Indiana Fever, the valuation of the franchise was $90 million. After playing, 40 games, the valuation of that team now is $340 million. I don't think it's a game you duplicate. There is no second Steph Curry. There is no other player that plays like that. She could be $1 billion athlete. Like, when I see these numbers, I'm like, well, this...
And let's be honest, there's a bigger picture here that's hard to ignore. The longer this plays out, the clearer it becomes that some people in charge don't quite know how to handle Caitlin Clark breaking the mold. She doesn't fit their script. She's not here for politics, narratives, or media spin. She's here to hoop, fire up fans, and win games. And that makes her inconvenient for those who prefer controlled storylines and predictable underdog arcs. It's starting to feel like she's being penalized for being too good too fast. Fans aren't blind to it, either. They see the awkward benching, the cold shoulders, the missed passes, and that now infamous clip of her coach stopping her mid-celebration. The body language says it all. The excuses aren't landing anymore. The issue isn't Caitlin Clark, it's the people who don't know how to manage Caitlin Clark. She's done everything right, consistent, hardworking, driven, and magnetic. She's brought more attention and excitement to the WNBA in a few months than some entire marketing teams have in years. Yet, somehow, her own organization treats her like a PR headache instead of a golden opportunity. It's baffling. Imagine sitting in a meeting saying, "Hey, let's tone down the player everyone's watching." Yeah, great strategy.
Clark has been knocked on her ass. She's been knocked on her ass. She's been cheap shotted. She's been poked in the eye. Everything. They have beat the Connecticut Sun. This is a month ago here. The Connecticut Sun beat the crap out of her. Absolutely beat the crap out of each other.
And honestly, if this is the path the Fever keep walking, Don't be shocked if one day Clark just says, asterisk, I'm done. Asterisk, there's only so much passive-aggressive energy and career handcuffing a person can take before they decide to move on, and when that day comes, half the league will be lined up, ready to give her the freedom and respect she deserves. This isn't just about one awkward coaching moment. It's a full-on case study in how to mishandle a generational star. From the delayed shoe launch to the league's weak protection against on-court targeting, it's been one hurdle after another. And now, her own team seems more interested in containing her than empowering her. That mid-celebration grab wasn't just physical, it was symbolic. It summed up everything that's been happening since she became the face of the league: resistance, control, and missed opportunity. Fans feel it. They're tired of being told to trust the process when the process looks broken. You can't claim to be building around a superstar and then treat her like a distraction. At some point, it stops looking like coaching and starts looking like sabotage.
This coach been reprimanded, suspended, fired. This is really terrible behavior. What is happening behind the scenes? If the WNBA wants to do an investigation, they might want to look into the FIBA staff treatment of Caitlin Clark. And you see right here, women are equal, correct? We all know the story. This would be if there were a male coach. Why double standard? Fire coaches, sponsors, interests. I remember seeing it.
The Fever better figure it out fast. Because if Caitlin Clark finally decides she's done with the chaos, it won't just be Indiana that suffers. The entire WNBA will feel that loss. She's the spark that put the team, and the league, back in the spotlight. Yet somehow, it's like they're running a masterclass titled Asterisk, How to Lose a Superstar in 30 Days. Asterisk, if this were a movie, Clark would be packing her bags while a Kelly Clarkson breakup song played in the background. The swagger, the joy, the fire that used to define every shot and celebration, it's fading. And this isn't about a slump or rookie adjustment. This is about a franchise sucking the fun out of the game for the one player who made it fun again. Watching it happen is painful, like seeing a once-in-a-lifetime talent being dulled down because someone in management decided her shine was too bright.
Let's give you a chance, and it's not fun no more. Angel Reese fans no longer making it fun. They've been very draining and exhausting. The Caitlin Clark haters is no longer making it fun. They draining and exhausting. Your fans, some of the CC fans are no longer making it fun. They are draining and exhausting. No one, not one, is giving you the opportunity in your era to grow for you to get better. Everyone has high expectations of you because of what you did your first.
And from a business perspective, it's pure madness. There isn't a single marketing strategy, financial report, or analytics model that can justify trying to suppress Caitlin Clark. She's not just an athlete, she's an entire brand, a movement, a walking headline with a three-point shot. But instead of nurturing that, the Fever brass are acting like they're trying to manage a problem, not a phenomenon. The result? The energy's gone. The smile that once lit up arenas has all but disappeared. And who could blame her? She was drafted into dysfunction, handed a coach who treats her like a risk, and surrounded by teammates who act like passing her the ball voids their contract. Every game feels like a group project where she's carrying the team but getting marked down for everyone else's mistakes. And the moment she shows emotion or passion, she's pulled back, silenced, or criticized. The message couldn't be clearer. Asterisk, tone it down, Caitlin. Be less. But here's the truth. Caitlin Clark's too much is exactly what made fans fall in love with the game again. And the Fever are one bad decision away from losing all of it.
Getting basically wrecked. This is one of the worst decisions that I have ever seen any league engage. Caitlin Clark is the biggest draw for a team sport in my life relative to the audience that would be fans of the sport without her. Bigger than Michael Jordan was for the NBA, bigger than any NFL star has ever been. All of those sports were very popular before those athletes got there. Caitlin Clark is the golden goose. Every game she is dropping golden eggs, and they are trying to strangle the golden goose to death. It's one of the dumbest.
It's honestly wild that a league desperate for attention would let something like this play out. The WNBA finally gets its ratings magnet, a generational draw in Caitlin Clark, and instead of celebrating her, they hand her a manual titled Asterisk, How to Blend In and Bore the Audience. Asterisk, she's getting criticized for every reaction, policed for every emotion, and told to dim a spotlight she built with her own talent and charisma. When the atmosphere turns this tense, even the strongest players start to feel it. Clark's not just battling defenders anymore. She's dodging politics, jealousy, and whispers that seem aimed at breaking her spirit before she even peaks. And at this point, maybe a trade isn't out of the question. Because if the Fever can't appreciate what they have, someone else will. Sure, she's not flawless, she takes tough shots and has that fiery edge, but that's what made her unstoppable in college. That's what fans love. The energy, the confidence, the no apologies attitude. If Indiana doesn't want that, then maybe it's time to let her go, to a franchise that actually knows how to build around a superstar instead of trying to clip her wings.
Now, I said this yesterday. I'm all for the veteran players. But at the end of the day, did we all forget that this is Caitlin's team? Like, did y'all just throw that whole situation out the window? Number 1 draft pick, rookie of the year, breaking all the damn records like they're scratch-offs? Bruh, what is we doing here, dog? I mean, Stevie Wonder could see that they tripping, man, at this point in time. I mean, I want to see the Caitlin we seen at Iowa. What happened to the Iowa CC? The greatness. I mean, bruh, we haven't seen the Logo 3 in a month.
Here's the truth. You can't mold Caitlin Clark into something she's not without breaking the very thing that makes her special. You can't force her into some wait your turn system and still expect magic. She's not built to play small, she's built to lead. She's supposed to shoot from the logo, ignite the crowd, and set records, not walk on eggshells around fragile egos. Trying to tone that down isn't just counterproductive, it's bad business. Every time she's sidelined, ignored, or left out of plays, you can almost see the missed opportunity in real time. This is a player who came in riding historic momentum, the kind that could lift the entire league. And now, she looks deflated, second-guessing herself in an environment that clearly doesn't get her. This isn't about adjustment or rookie growing pains. It's about a system that refuses to evolve for the very star capable of transforming it. If the Fever and the league are intimidated by Caitlin Clark being too much, then maybe they were never really ready for what success actually looks like.
Clark, this is for Caitlin. If you're not Caitlin, keep it pushing. Okay, this is for Caitlin only. Caitlin, what I'm about to tell you, as a supporter of yours, as a fan of yours, has been watching you since Iowa, I'm gonna hold your hand when I tell you this. The WNBA, it's time to wrap that shit up. Okay, it's time to go. Pack your shit up. Let's go. I don't want this for you no more. Okay, I've been here. I don't want this for you no more. It's too much. Too much expectation. It's all about race. It's too biased. Everybody.
What's truly wild is how avoidable this all was. All the Fever had to do was lean in, give her the ball, the freedom, and the trust to be exactly what they drafted her for. Instead, it's been nothing but resistance. Odd rotations, passive-aggressive coaching, and a bizarre obsession with suppressing her natural game. Now it feels like they're actively dimming her light in front of everyone. But here's the twist. Caitlin Clark might be frustrated, but she's far from finished. And for everyone trying to spin this as just rookie growing pains, it's time to wake up. Players like her don't come around often. When you treat a generational talent like she's replaceable, don't be surprised when she decides she's unavailable. Somewhere out there, another franchise is watching this disaster unfold and quietly making space, because they know Clark doesn't need Indiana. Indiana, on the other hand, without her, they're just another team on the schedule. Background noise in a league that desperately needs stars. If the Fever don't change course soon, they won't have to push her away. She'll walk, and she'll take the spotlight, and half the fanbase, with her.